What's up, guys? This is Jerry, and these are my feelings on X-Men Apocalypse. First off, they released the movie overseas like several weeks before it came out in the US, so after weeks and weeks of hearing horrible reviews about the movie, I went to it and was pleasantly surprised. It's fun, guys. It's a good X-Men movie. Just go see it. Is it as good as X2 or like Days of Future Past or First Class? No, if those movies are like an A, this movie's like a B. I'll just start with what I like: the new X-Men, the new characters, the new Jean Grey, Cyclops, Nightcrawler. I wanted to see more of all of them, and the bad thing is they don't show you enough of them. You have Jubilee, who they don't even name Jubilee. You don't hear her called by her name or see her use her powers. She looked amazing, though. Would like to see more. Storm, they don't really call her by her name at any point in the movie. You just would have liked to see more of these characters, and hopefully we will in future films. Too much Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, if you watch the first X-Men movie, which is 1999 or 2000, the makeup for Mystique looks cooler, so I don't know why when we're 16 or 17 years into the future of filmmaking does Mystique look like shit, but she does. She looks ridiculously blue, and she looks like shit, and I'm sure a lot of it is Jennifer Lawrence just doesn't want to sit in the makeup chair for 8 hours or whatever the fuck they do with Rebecca Romijn. So on the bad, the third act is a little CGI fest. It's a little too much CGI. I get why people are bothered by that. Magneto's awesome in this movie. Xavier's fine. I hate Beast. I've hated Beast in all three movies because he doesn't fucking look or act anything like Beast. Beast is a big blue hairy motherfucker. He reads books. He makes funny jokes. He quotes tons of old authors, and he makes literary references, and Beast doesn't do any of that shit in this movie. He wants to make a warplane. He doesn't do it in any of the movies, but this one he's obsessed with war fucking planes. Like, yeah, Beast, your one job is to fly the plane, but I don't know. I never knew Beast was so excited about war. Jesus, calm down, Beast. Act like Beast. Watch the goddamn 90s cartoons for 5 minutes, and you'll be like, oh, that's how Beast should be, and then do that. Whatever this fucking he turned Xavier into a junkie in the last movie. What the hell is with this Beast? Enough of him. Enough of this fucking Beast. A lot of people moaned and complained and bitched about Quicksilver's scene and Wolverine's scene, saying, oh, those scenes didn't really fit in the movie. Well, they're two of the best scenes in the movie, so they're keeping those. Quicksilver's awesome. Wolverine's cameo is awesome. You can just see him actually in a real Weapon X suit fucking shit up. I liked how Psylocke looked. She literally didn't do much in this movie, and then at the end just kind of walks out of the movie, and no one stops her. But she looks straight out of the comics, just like Weapon X Wolverine did. Which makes you wonder, why do the other costumes, why do they go back to this black Matrix-looking bullshit flight suits? If they're willing to make, like, certain characters look straight out of the comic pages, why do the main characters have to look silly? Like, they're the X-Men. They have the shittiest suits in the entire movie. Like, the villains all look pretty cool, and then the X-Men are like, oh, look, flight jackets, they fit us. Yeah, they fit you. Fuck you. I thought Oscar Isaac did an alright job as Apocalypse. The only problem is he starts very seductive and slow. He's trying to seduce people, and then by the end of every scene, he's talking like this. Like, he's Apocalypse. He's a little over the top. You know, he's not an American guy hanging out in the 80s. He's from ancient Egypt. We get it. He's going to be a little weird. He's a little over the top. But they could have had him bigger and, like, more intimidating, because he's chilling there with his horsemen, and, like, the girls are, like, the same size as him or taller than him. Like, those are girls. You should be towering over them and be fucking scary. And I think the reason this movie got hated on is because, like, a couple weeks before Captain America Civil War came out, and people are like, wow, that's the best comic book movie we've ever seen. And it was super fun, and it was super serious and all that. So if you're taking the movies from this year, the scale of if Captain America Civil War is here, and then, you know, Batman vs. Superman is, it's way down there. You know, X-Men Apocalypse is like here. It was a good movie. It's not the best comic book movie ever made. There's a lot of characters, a lot of moving parts. They've already lost their own continuity, but yeah, it's like a B. Not a B movie, but it's a B. On to Apocalypse being scary. This really has nothing to do with a movie review. I'm just saying, Rose McGowan, how fucking annoying. She's complaining that Apocalypse is choking Mystique and it promotes violence against women. First of all, they're not humans. They're mutants, and they're fucking blue. They're ridiculously Smurf blue, and yeah, Apocalypse is choking her in the ad, but guess what? If you watch the movie, 1 second before that, she put a sword through his fucking throat. And guess what? His name's Apocalypse. He's trying to destroy the world. He's not a good guy. You're supposed to be scared of him. He's not portrayed as a hero at all in this fucking movie. And guess what? Jennifer Lawrence is the leader of the X-Men in this movie. She's the hero. She's the hero in peril that you're supposed to root for. So I don't get it. People are, all flipped out about women being equal and shit. So when they do the next X-Men movie, when the fight breaks out, should the men tell the women, the powerful women like Storm and Jean Grey, you just go, well, you're gonna have to stand to the side because we're men and we do the fighting. You're not really main characters in the movie anymore. And what are the women gonna fucking quilt? What are they gonna do when the fucking fight breaks out? And I think the studio on purpose made it blue, not human-looking characters. It's not domestic abuse. It's not like Apocalypse is sitting there going, "Oh, go cook me a steak," and she fucked up the steak, so now he's fucking choking her. Like, no one thinks that's happening. So I don't know how you watch that and you're like, this promotes domestic violence. Fuck. They're fucking blue people. They're not even fucking human. Now, alright, if the fucking poster was Hugh Jackman with his claws out and he's just on top of Jennifer Lawrence choking the shit out of her and she wasn't blue and she looked human, you would go, alright, that's pretty fucking aggressive. Or if it was the poster for Silver Linings Playbook and it was Bradley Cooper and he's just fucking choking Jennifer Lawrence, you'd go, yeah, this seems like inappropriate marketing. But they're blue and they're not even fucking people. They're mutants. They're clearly not human characters. So get the fuck out of here with whining and bitching about everything. Because if you're going to do that, then women aren't equal. They can't be in the movie and they can't be heroes. Because guess what? Heroes, they have to be heroes in peril. It's what we like to watch. We like to watch heroes overcome things. That's why when Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian, do you see the fucking sides of the guys he had to fight in that movie? They had to find like the most giant bodybuilders on Earth so that it was almost believable that those guys might be able to overpower Conan. Jesus. We gotta explain filmmaking to you, Rose McGowan? Jesus. Now go in the kitchen and get me a beer. Anyways, those are my thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse. Go see the movie. I hope you enjoyed it. And whatever, subscribe to my channel. Don't subscribe to my channel. I don't really give a shit. I don't have long. Peace. I mean, it's a little racist, right? If Jubilee's one of the only Asian characters and her power is to make fireworks, it's a little racist. What does she teleport to her parents' nail salon? Bet she does her own dry cleaning. See, X-Men, you're a little racist too. They got that Native American guy, Thunderbird. What's the first thing he does is punch a fucking bear in the comics and he's named after an alcohol? Alright, X-Men, it's getting a little racist. I see you sneak your shit in there. I see it.